and DGE Elizabeth Cherian. Make some noise if you did like the Navothana presentation. Rotarians, this was for you.
I did not see you. So, when I spoke to her about this, she wholeheartedly supported the event, and in fact, I questioned her why still the Peace Center in India has to be, we have created history, and even today I strongly believe this has the strength to in the world. I think we can clap for this. With this belief, I thought, let us sow a small seed of peace conference from Bengaluru, from District 3192, supported by 4, 5, 6, 7. We had almost 14 governors. Yesterday we had 2, 3 other governors also who had come, but because of their previous commitment, unfortunately.
Non-stop seeing projects in the district and meeting people and meeting representatives from other districts, and it's just been a really wonderful opportunity for me to experience. Now, some of you might not know, but the Rotary International President Representative is designated only for district conferences. This event did not qualify for funding for that purpose, so Rotary International did not want to pay for this event. But President Stephanie felt that this event was so important that she actually took from her personal travel budget to fund for me to be able to join you all here today. First of all, implementation of the action plan. Our continued support of Polio Plus and the Rotary Foundation, two areas that are really highlighted at this district. My work with Nobel Peace Laureates today, working with Indian Nobel Laureate Kailash Satyarthi, helping to end child labor throughout India and the world. And I also work with Liberian Nobel Peace Laureate Lema Bowie, where we focus on the education of girls in Western Africa. However, much earlier. My personal journey started as a Rotary Youth Exchange student at Recife, Brazil. Thanks to Rotary International, I went from a tiny mountain town in Colorado in the United States to the city of Recife, which is the 4th largest urban area in Brazil. This opportunity was one that greatly expanded my worldview. It opened my eyes beyond anything that I could have ever imagined, and it taught me the power of connecting to the world around me. Now, as I travel the world around, as I look around this audience, as we saw the national anthems that were played, it was a philosophy that I first learned when I was working with Archbishop Desmond Tutu. It's a philosophy called Ubuntu, which loosely translates to, I am because we are. My humanity is tied up, it's inextricably bound up in yours, and all of us can only be human together. Now, our world is made up of such a beautiful diversity, and it is exactly this diversity that makes organizations and communities and nations stronger and more peaceful. Many people ask, what exactly is peace? Well, I think all of us have our own definitions for that, but for me, it's when my heart and my mind and the actions that I'm taking are all in direct alignment. I realize that the key piece for me is to help others find their own peace. So, several years ago, I actually developed a program for young people. It was a program called Peace 3. Peace 3 stands for peace within, peace between, and peace among. It means developing peace on an interpersonal level, dealing with your spiritual, your emotional, and your psychological dimensions. It also aims to encourage self-awareness and self-reflection. Now, a lot of us achieve inner peace through different methods. For the Dalai Lama, he gets it through meditation. Archbishop Tutu used to arrive there through meditation or through prayer. I have a good friend named Jamal Yogas who wrote a book called Saltwater Buddha, and it was about how he achieves inner peace through surfing. Now, for me personally, I both pray and I meditate, but when I actually can have a unique journey. Peace between is about building strong relationships. Specifically your family, your friends, and your community. Recognizing that conflict is always going to be a natural part of our human experience, we have to learn effective ways to communicate with one another in order to transform conflict into something positive. Now, I have an aunt who lives in the US state of Georgia. She loves guns, she hates immigrants, and she voted for the current US president. Now, suffice to say, we disagree on many, many, many things, but we also have an amazing relationship. How is this possible? Well, we focus on the things that are her children. We both love to travel, and we both love fashion. By focusing on the things that we have in common with people, we're able to rise above our differences and be able to build commonality so we can start working together for peace. The third pillar of peace was peace among. Now, once we can find inner peace and we practice that with those that we care about, we can
ನಡೆನುಡಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೈಗೂಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೋಟರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Frequently interacting with all Rotarians. We have Rotarian Srinivas Murthy here, then we have Rajendra Ray, OP Khanna, Rotary by itself is a heart. Why I say Rotary itself is a heart? Heart is a great philanthropic organ because it pumps nearly 6 to 7,000 liters of blood every day and beats about 1 lakh times a day. But it uses and 95% of that pumps it distributes to rest of the organs. So that is the reason heart is a great philanthropic organ, and exactly Rotary is also a philanthropic body. First of all, my hearty congratulations to Madhav Prasad and all the Rotarians, all the organizers for bringing out this concept of Peace South Asia's International Peace Conference. Because peace is actually because things are getting into pieces. So in this occasion, yes, we need a peace. First of all, for conceptualizing this conference and giving the title Peace, my hearty congratulations to those who have conceptualized this conference. And because, see, what is life? In my opinion, life is simple in wealth, silent in anger, and actually polite in authority. That is the very definition of life. So Rotary has been, in fact, this is one organization which always thinks about others. See, God cannot come individually and help everybody. He has identified some ambassadors to help the community, help the humanity, and your Rotarians are the greatest God-sent ambassadors to this earth. And if you look at the life is all about because we are in an era of digitalization, we are in an era of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and we are all working like equipments, we are all working like missions, and what is missing in all of us is peace. See, look at the beauty. You take temple, church, mosque, in all it is 6 letters only. Mosque we have 6 letters, church we have 6 letters, temple we have 6 letters. Then the epics of all these great organizations are great monuments. Gita 5 letters, Quran 5 letters, Bible 5 letters. What a symphony. So that means all religions are same, and the preaching and philosophy of all religion is same, only people are fighting. Why they are fighting? See, ego and love are the branches of the same tree. Ego wants to always, people say, ego should not be at the head actually. Ego should be at your feet. If there is an ego at your head, you can't put a crown. That is the reason. So ego always wants to hear sorry from others. Love wants to say sorry to the others. So this is where actually ego and love are this thing. So Rotary has been supporting When I was the director of Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences, Bengaluru, have coined three slogans, literally followed them in true spirit. What are these three slogans? Treatment first, payment next. Life is more important than the fire. Third is humanity's priority. It is all possible. It is not possible only because of government grants. Because of continuous support from great philanthropic organizations, from Rotary, we could able to do nearly 10,000 heart surgeries for the need. It's not just money they gave. In fact, which is bigger than money? In my opinion, the time you give is bigger than money. Money you can count, time you can't count. So I can quote some example. Rajendra Ray is sitting.
ಜಾತಿ ಪಂಥಗಳ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಸೇವೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪೋಣಿಸಿರುವಂತ ರೋಟರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಆತ್ಮ ಅದು ಪರಮಾತ್ಮಂದೇ. ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ದ್ವೇಷ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಅಸೂಯೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲರ ಆತ್ಮ ಶುಚಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಈ ಆತ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಅಂತನೂ ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಗಂಡು ಅಂತನೂ ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಗಡ್ಡ ಮೀಸೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಗಂಡೆಂಬುದು, ಎದೆ ಜಡೆ ಮೂಡಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಹೆಣ್ಣೆಂಬರು. ಇದ್ರ ಸುಳಿಯುವ ಆತ್ಮ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಗಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಶರಣ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಶರಣಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಏನಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ, ಬಹುಶಃ ಈ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಗತ್ತಿನೊಳಗೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರು ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಈ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರು, ಇವ್ರು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರು, ಇವ್ರು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಯಾರು ಜಗತ್ತಿನೊಳಗೆ ಶಾಂತಿಯಿಂದ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರೇ ನಿಜವಾದ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರು. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಜಗತ್ತಿನೊಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೋಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಂಪತ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮನೆ ಇದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ವರ್ಷ ವರ್ಷ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ತೃಪ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಶಾಂತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಶಾಂತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬದುಕಿದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದೇನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಡೈರಿ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಬಹುಶಃ ನಾನು ಈ ದಿನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶಾಂತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬದುಕ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಡೈರಿ ನಾವು ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಡೈರಿ ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. 365 ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶಾಂತಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮಾಧಾನ, ಎಷ್ಟು ತೃಪ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲೂ ಬಹುಶಃ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಹಿಷ್ಣುತೆಯ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಸವಣ್ಣವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇವ ನಮ್ಮವ, ಇವ ನಮ್ಮವ, ಇವ ನಮ್ಮವ, ಇವ ನಮ್ಮವ ಎಂದೆನಿಸಿರಯ್ಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯ ಮಗನೆಂದೆನಿಸಯ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಕೂಡಿ ಬಾಳುವ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಕಲಿಸಿದಂತ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಭೂಮಿ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 5,000 ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು 4 ಲೈನ್ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶಾಂತಿಯ ಮಂತ್ರ. ಸಹನಾ ಭವತು ಸಹನೋ ಗುಣಕ್ತು ಸಹ ವೀರ್ಯಂ ಕರವಾಹೈ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನ ವದೀತಮಸ್ತು ಮಹಾವಿದ್ವಿಷಾವಹೈ ಅಂತ. ಇದೀಗ್ಲಲ್ಲ, 5,000 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸಹನಾ ಭವತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗೋದಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳುವ ಒಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕ. ಸಹನೋ ಗುಣಕ್ತು, ನನ್ ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಊಟ ಬೇಡ, ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಊಟ ಕೊಡು ಭಗವಂತ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳುವ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಇದು. ಸಹ ವೀರ್ಯಂ, ನನಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಡ, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ದಯಪಾಲಿಸುವಂತ ಕೇಳುವಂತ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಇದು. ಸಹವೀರ್ಯಂ ಕರವಾಹವೈ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನ ವದೀತಮಸ್ತು. ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಕೊಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ, ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನೊಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಕೊಡೋದ್ ಬೇಡ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೊಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂತದ್ದು. ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿ ಕರವಾಹವೈ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನ ವದೀತಮೈ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಜಗತ್ತಂತಿದೆಯೋ, ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಡುವೆ, ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ನಡುವೆ, ದೇಶಗಳ ನಡುವೆ, ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ನಡುವೆ ಯಾವತ್ತು ದ್ವೇಷ ಬರ್ದೇ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳುವ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳುವಂತ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯವನ್ನ ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು,